Jules' Kitchen. Are we ready? Typical rise of the yeast. Speeding it up, And ingredients are the 2 cups to 3 cups of flour. Again, the joys of editing. We can speed anything up. Save you guys the hassle of watching. That was baking powder 1 tablespoon, and also the butter, which was 3/4 cup, as well as baking soda, which was 1 teaspoon. This is salt. That's a tablespoon, so about a half a tablespoon, more or less, to your own flavor taste. This is, cinnamon. And I'm incorporating, I make my own brown sugar syrup. It just works really well in this particular dough. A little bit of brown sugar syrup and cinnamon right in the dough. Never hurts. Now I can add the rest of the flour. It's hard to incorporate things once you get a hard mix. This is supposed to be a very, very soft, fluffy dough. I do end up adding about a half a cup to 3/4 more cup to get this to the consistency that I wanted. Again, I always start with a wet dough. Butter, confection sugar, cream cheese, cinnamon, and crushed pecans. You have to let it rise two times. We're going to let it rise twice. Nice soft dough. At this point, what is happening is I'm laminating while it is still very wet dough. It hasn't had its final rise. This way, I know the ingredients will incorporate into the dough and give the texture throughout the whole fritter.
It's going to be twice
which is
over
kind of indicative. It's a little
topping.
Different than you would with a
nice soft
muffin or
rise up again.
A cinnamon
to rise
bun or sticky bun
and overproof.
Just as another technique where you incorporate more ingredients as it's wet and rising. So it creates just an extra moisture on top of a moist dough. It's a little tricky, sometimes it's, too wet and sometimes it's just right. You gotta time it. So here I am adding the apples on top of the glaze with the pecans. Again, it's kind of an eyeball thing where you can add or take away as much as you want. You can use applesauce if you wanted to, but having those apples in there, all different sizes, I think just adds to it.
This is a brown sugar syrup. I'm going to bake it now after it rises a little bit at about 400. Pretty quick. Ready to go in. This is just so that my cloth did not stick. Yum. Next batch of top glaze. Ooh, this is the best stuff. Butter pecan, if you love that, that's what it's like. Here we go, putting it in. Noting that I did bake it for about 40 minutes. I think that this was give or take a few minutes, but and I put it up to 425 instead of 400. My son's dinner. Pleased with that. It's firm. Got a crunch to it. It's an apple pecan with butter pecan glaze over top. Ooh. It rose really, really well. Again, a very moist dough. It'll give you that really soft texture that apple fritter would have. More glaze. I'm going to use up the rest of the apple and make probably apple turnovers, some creation with apples, and all the other spices I have out since I'm all set up. Here we go. Extra glaze here. The goodness of it all. That goodness. Every last drop. Try to spread it out. Ooh. Gotta be able to pick it up. Can't have it too gooey, but just enough. But that'll be good. You can put powdered sugar on top. I can sprinkle more pecans, dusting, which I might do. You can put a crumble on top. You can do it any way you would like. Again, I'm going to, I have more apples as well jarred up, and I'm going to use my homemade dough, and I'll make probably apple turnovers or apple cherry turnovers or something like that. There we go. It should be all done. I'll probably sprinkle some pecans over top. A few extra pecans, just so you know. And I'm so sorry for anybody that's got an allergy. Never fun to nuts. You can leave all the nuts out and put another filler on if you want. I'm going to let this soak in. I may put 2 coatings of the glaze, just depending. All right. Jules' Kitchen. It's been fun. I enjoy every minute of it. Remember to stay joyful, embrace the season, be kind. Remember those less fortunate. Build bigger tables, not bigger walls. Talk to you. Bye.
I did add an additional glaze to this dish. One more glaze, and I actually put some more apples on top as well for, I don't know, it all the more decadent for show, for texture. Yeah.
This is the most divine dessert I have made in a long, 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 long time. Layers and layers of goodness. You have to watch my videos to see how I made it. It is nearly gone. People can't believe how good it is. Neither can I. Sometimes I outdo myself, and this would be one of those times. Great dessert for the holiday. Any time of year, actually, but this time of year, especially scrumptious. Signing off, Jules Kitchen. See ya. Thank you for taking the time with me today. Cheers, and have a blessed holiday.